Imagine your body is like a city. Every day, workers keep things running, roads are maintained, trash is collected, energy flows through wires and pipes. But what if a small fire started in one building and never quite went out? At first it seems minor, just a flicker no one notices. But over time, smoke spreads, structures weaken, and the whole city begins to age faster than it should. This slow-burning fire inside us has a name, inflammation, and when it does not go away, it becomes a hidden force shaping how long and how well we live. For years scientists have studied aging as a mystery of wear and tear, genetics, or bad luck. But a growing wave of research now points to a more insidious culprit lurking beneath the surface. Chronic inflammation, a condition where the body's defense system stays switched on long after threats have passed, may be the silent engine driving much of what we consider inevitable decline. Recent findings suggest that by calming this internal storm, people could add nearly a decade to their lives, not just existing longer but living with sharper minds, stronger hearts, and more resilient bodies. Unlike the kind of inflammation you feel when you sprain an ankle or get a sore throat, swelling, redness, pain, chronic inflammation operates quietly, invisibly. There is no alarm bell. It does not announce itself. Instead, it simmers in the background, damaging cells, weakening blood vessels, and confusing the immune system until diseases take root. The worst part is that most people do not know it is happening until it is too late. This invisible process plays a role in nearly every major illness linked to aging. When arteries become inflamed, plaque builds up more easily, setting the stage for heart attacks and strokes. In the brain, constant low-level irritation can interfere with neural connections, speeding up memory loss and increasing the risk of dementia. Even cancer finds it easier to grow in an environment where tissues are under constant stress, where repair systems are overwhelmed and cells begin to behave unpredictably. But here is the hopeful twist: this damage is not unavoidable. New studies show that reducing chronic inflammation leads to dramatic improvements across the entire body. Tissues heal better. Organs function more efficiently. The biological clock appears to tick slower. One of the most fascinating discoveries involves what scientists call zombie cells, aged cells that refuse to die and instead release harmful chemicals that poison their neighbors. These troublemakers accumulate with age and fuel inflammation. However, when inflammation is controlled, the number of these cells drops significantly, giving the body a chance to reset and renew. So what causes this persistent state of internal alert? The answer lies in modern life. Diet plays a central role. Meals loaded with processed sugars, refined grains, and unhealthy fats send shockwaves through the immune system. These foods trigger responses similar to infection, lighting small fires each time they are consumed. Over decades, those sparks build into a smoldering blaze. Add to that a lack of movement, sitting for hours, muscles dormant, circulation sluggish, and the body loses one of its best tools for clearing out inflammatory debris. Exercise acts like a broom, sweeping away toxins and signaling the body to calm down. Sleep is another pillar often overlooked. During deep rest, the brain flushes out waste products, including proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. The immune system recalibrates. Hormones rebalance. Without enough quality sleep, this nightly cleanup does not happen properly, and inflammation creeps higher. Stress, especially the constant low-grade anxiety of daily life, pours fuel on the fire. When the mind feels under threat, the body responds as if it is being chased by danger, releasing hormones that rev up inflammation. Over time, this survival mechanism turns against us, harming the very systems it was meant to protect. The good news is that none of this is irreversible. The human body is remarkably adaptable. Unlike machines that break down for good, our biology thrives on signals from the world around us. Change the input, and the output changes too. What we eat, how we move, when we rest, it all sends messages to our cells about what kind of environment they are in. Feed the body real food, rich in color and fiber, and it begins to quiet its alarms. Walk, stretch, dance, swim, any movement sends peace signals through the bloodstream. Prioritize rest, manage tension, and the nervous system starts to trust again. Some might turn to supplements or high-tech treatments promising quick fixes. But experts warn that no pill can replace the power of consistent habits. A handful of berries, packed with natural compounds that fight oxidative stress, does more than any expensive capsule. A 30-minute walk outside lowers stress hormones and improves circulation far better than isolated extracts ever could. The magic is not in complexity but in repetition, doing simple things, day after day, until the body remembers how to heal itself. One of the most powerful shifts comes from rethinking food not just as fuel but as information. Every bite tells the body whether it is safe or under attack. A meal built around vegetables, nuts, seeds, and healthy fat speaks the language of calm. It says there is no emergency, no need to mobilize defenses. On the other hand, a diet dominated by fast food, sugary drinks, and packaged snacks keeps the immune system on edge, mistaking abundance for danger. Over time, this confusion wears down the system, leading to fatigue, weight gain, brain fog, and eventually disease. Movement works in a similar way. Physical activity is not just about burning calories. It is a signal that the body is active, engaged, and capable. Muscles in motion release molecules that reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Blood flow increases, carrying oxygen and nutrients while washing away waste. Even gentle exercise, like walking in nature or stretching in the morning, helps reset the body's chemistry. The key is regularity, moving not to punish or achieve a certain look but to honor the body's need to stay dynamic and responsive. Sleep is where much of the repair happens. Deep, uninterrupted rest allows the brain to sort memories, clear toxins, and strengthen connections. It gives the heart a chance to slow down, the liver time to filter, and the immune system space to organize its forces. Yet so many people sacrifice sleep for work, screens, or worry. They pay for it not just in tiredness but in long-term health. Creating a rhythm, going to bed and waking at consistent times, avoiding bright lights before sleep, making the bedroom a sanctuary, can transform this vital process from a struggle into a natural rhythm. Stress management is perhaps the most personal and least understood piece. Life will always bring challenges. But how we respond determines whether those challenges leave scars. Practices that ground the mind, breathing slowly, spending time in green spaces, listening to music, writing thoughts down, help shift the nervous system from survival mode to recovery mode. These are not luxuries. They are essential maintenance for a body designed to handle short bursts of stress, not endless pressure. What makes this all so exciting is that none of it requires waiting for future medicine. The tools are already available. They cost little or nothing. They do not come with side effects. And they work best when woven into daily life, not treated as occasional fixes. This is not about perfection. It is about direction, moving toward balance, away from constant strain. The idea that we could live 10 years longer in good health is not science fiction. It is emerging from laboratories, clinical trials, and population studies that track how people live and age. Those who follow anti-inflammatory lifestyles, eating whole foods, staying active, sleeping well, managing stress, tend to avoid the major killers of later life. They reach old age with stronger bones, clearer minds, and greater independence. Their final years are not spent in hospitals or nursing homes but in homes, gardens, and communities, doing what they love. This is not a guarantee. Genetics still play a role. Accidents happen. Illness strikes unexpectedly. But on average, the choices people make today shape the quality of their tomorrow. The body is not a machine doomed to rust. It is a living network, constantly adapting, repairing, evolving. Give it the right conditions, and it reveals an astonishing capacity to thrive. The takeaway is both simple and profound. Aging does not have to be a slow decline. It can be a process of continued strength, clarity, and vitality. The fire inside does not have to burn unchecked. By changing how we eat, move, rest, and respond to life's pressures, we send a message of safety, stability, and care. The body listens. And over time, it answers with resilience. In a world obsessed with youth, the real secret may not be in reversing time but in respecting it. Not chasing miracles but honoring routines. Not buying solutions but building them, one meal, one step, one breath at a time. The future of longevity may not be found in a lab but in the kitchen, the park, the bedroom, and the quiet moments of daily life where health is truly made. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a story about how your body works and what you can do to live stronger, sharper, and longer. This isn't just science, it's your future health in real time. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Thanks for watching.